All right, Jake, we're going to get started on studying for this Greek nobility quiz thing. Good luck to you, bud. So I made a Quizlet for you with terms and definitions, and hopefully it will help you study. So the first word is an upper class or nobility. Aristocracy. A government in which citizens make political decisions either directly or through elected officials. Democracy. A ruler who has taken power illegally and rules without restrictions. A tyrant. A Greek city-state such as Athens or Sparta. Polis. A government that is controlled by the few, with the basis of power often being wealth. An oligarchy. A person who is loyal to a particular government and entitled to be protected by that government. A citizen. The ruler of the gods in Greek mythology. Zeus. The highest mountain in Greece, in Greek mythology, the home of the major gods and goddesses. Mount Olympus. A short story that conveys a moral lesson, often by means of animal characters that possess human characteristics. A fable. A story that explains beliefs, practices, or natural phenomena, often featuring gods and goddesses as supernatural beings. Myth. A body of land that is connected to a larger landmass and surrounded on three sides by water. Peninsula. Ruler of the gods. Zeus. Goddess of love. Aphrodite. Wife of Zeus, protector of marriage. Hera. Messenger of the gods. Hermes. Goddess of wisdom. Athena. Why was it difficult for Greece to be united under one government? Mountains made the landscape of Greece very divided, making it harder to unite under one government. Why were outdoor athletic competitions popular in Greece? Outdoor athletic competitions were popular because Greece always had a warm climate. Who made up most of the upper class in Greece? Landowners made up most of the upper class. What were the main purposes for rowing and sailing ships? Rowing ships were primarily used for fighting, while sailing ships were primarily used for trading. List the 4 resources that Greeks had a surplus of. Oil, wine, wool, and fine pottery. What was the name of the first Greek civilization, and where did they settle? The Mycenaeans were the first civilization, and they settled on Peloponnesus. Why did the Greeks create myths? They created myths to explain the creation of the world and human beings. What was the largest festival held in Greece to honor their gods? The Olympics was the largest festival that honored the Greek gods. During the first Olympics, what was the only event they had? The only event in the first Olympics was a foot race. What were the two largest city-states in Greece? The two largest city-states were Athens and Sparta. What was the purpose of the agora? The purpose of the agora was that it was the center of city life, where people met for business gatherings, political discussions, festivals, and athletic events. What was a monarch? A monarch was a king or queen that had supreme power. What was an aristocrat? An aristocrat was someone who was born into upper class or nobility. Initially, how did tyrants play an important role in Greek society? Tyrants helped overthrow the oligarchy. They took over power illegally. They showed that if the common people unite behind a leader, they could gain the power to make changes. Who were the two leaders that paved the way for democracy in Greece? Solon and Cleisthenes. Explain the difference between a direct and indirect democracy. A direct democracy is when citizens meet together to decide on laws, while an indirect democracy is when citizens elect representatives to make and decide on the laws. Why was Greece considered to have a limited democracy? Greece was considered to have a limited democracy because it only allowed citizens to vote. It did not allow all people living in the area to vote. Women, slaves, and foreigners were not considered citizens, so therefore they could not vote, which means their democracy was limited. All right, partner, that's all the terms and questions. Good luck.